What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be reacting to Russia moves in heavy flamethrower weapons. So they getting super wild down there, y'all. They really like going at it like no game. You know what I mean? There's Vladimir Putin and all that dude on some stuff, man. And this is gonna affect a lot of things. I hope y'all know. So just be prepared for anything like that. And we finna get straight into it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below.
We saw some disturbing images. Russia sending in these so-called heavy flamethrowers that are capable of shooting thermobaric rockets. Tell us about that. Our viewers, some of our viewers may not be aware of what that even is.
Yeah, that's an observation that we made today where we saw one of these multiple rocket launching systems, which the Russians call a flamethrower, called a TOS-1. Now that flamethrower actually, or rocket launcher, uses thermobaric weapons with thermobaric warheads, and essentially what that does is it sets the air on fire and then sucks the oxygen out of people's lungs. So it's definitely a very severe weapon. By the way, right now we have another Russian convoy coming past here. Those are fuel trucks that the Russians appear to be sending to the front lines right now. But that flamethrower is certainly a very dangerous weapon, and certainly one that we were surprised to see. And it's a weapon there we can't.
Why did they bring out the flamethrower though? They really going crazy with it.
It is a fact that it is around
Like,
here.
bro, really trying to fry
Do you think
niggas.
Vladimir Putin
What the
expected
hell?
this level of resistance, and with Ukrainian citizens so united
The
against
Ukrainians
him,
definitely fighting
taking
back.
up arms,
I'm
ready
gonna
to
lie.
stay and
I had the
fight?
video the other day. I reacted to the tank ran dude over.
What do you
But
think
he
Putin's next move
survived
will
it.
be? I mean, we're seeing Zelensky,
Got the chop
even
and shit.
even declaring in this latest video
They
that
killing
they've ruined
everybody
Russia's
though.
plans. What are you watching for in the hours ahead?
Well, I think that Mr. Putin underestimated the challenge of Ukraine. I think he thought he could come in with a stiletto, take out a few weapons, the Ukrainian people would sort of collapse, there'd be a lot of disruption internally, and maybe all this spycraft would work. But that's not working. The Ukrainian army is fighting brilliantly. The Ukrainian people seem to be united on this. But the bulk of the Russian forces haven't yet engaged. They are closing in. The Russian military tactic is to use these forward detachments, operational maneuver groups they're called. They're battalion tactical groups, tanks, infantry, engineers, artillery, air defense. And they spread out. They find the opposition. They fight against it. Sometimes they win. Sometimes they penetrate. And that's what's going on right now. This is the very early stage of the battle. The mission is to close in on Kyiv and then besiege it. And then apparently Mr. Putin's given orders to clear it. So this is going to become very bloody and very violent.
This is wild. I ain't gonna lie. I think this will be the start of like way more things. Honestly, like this is just the beginning of something, like something way bigger for real, around the whole world.
Javelin missiles, Stinger missiles into Kyiv right now. While there's a break. You know, Jim, these forces can't operate continuously 24 hours a day because somebody's got to sleep and they've got to be refueled and so forth. So you're going to see these pauses in the action from time to time. And right
Offers
now,
to evacuate any ammunition not arrived. Hey,
supplies into Kyiv and into the.
They not playing. He said he refused the offer.
I hear nations talking about it. It's got to get there. It's got to get there now. And in the meantime, we should be calling for a complete ceasefire and a halt to the Russian operations.
This is crazy.
Right to invade an independent country. And if take them to the UN. Look, this is the action of a war criminal.
This really came out of nowhere too. Like, at least to my knowledge, it probably been some that might have ended up happening, but like I ain't think it was really gonna go through if that was the case. I'm sure most people didn't think. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's up to the Pentagon to give the.
We have ruined their plans. 250 plus launches by Russians at Ukraine. Missile? Damn. 250 missile launches?
No question. And I have to ask you about this video that we have that just came into CNN in recent hours. This video of Russia sending in these so-called flamethrowers that shoot these thermobaric rockets. You were talking about how bloody and violent things are going to get for Kyiv. I'm just wondering what your take is on that when you see that kind of equipment, that kind of firepower coming into Russia. It looks like Putin is going to unleash unholy hell on the Ukrainians.
He said unholy hell.
He would certainly use it if he has to. and that's why we've got to get the reinforcements of supplies into Ukraine. They've got to continue to keep the enemy away from the central urban areas.
So he's just breaking down how it's going for real, honestly. He's giving like the play-by-play for the most part right here.
And a lot of other things as they close
South of Belgorod, Russia.
This is a real challenge for the West and for our ideas of humane 21st century life. Mr. Putin's a throwback to an earlier era, and the globe, the world, has to unite to stop this.
And how desperate do you think Vladimir Putin might get here? If he gets so desperate, I mean, it appears that, as you were saying earlier, things are not going according to his plans. And if the Ukrainians continue to put up this sort of fight and slow the Russians down, frustrate them, frustrate Putin, what does a desperate Vladimir Putin do? What should the Ukrainians be preparing for?
I think he could do virtually anything. He probably has chemical weapons. Maybe he has nuclear weapons. He could do anything. But here's the thing, Jim. The Russian people know better than this. They don't want a war against Ukraine. And the Russian military know better than this. There'll be some in the military who are starting to say, what is this about? This wasn't what we were told. We can't go through with this. Why would we wipe out a city? Why do we want to kill these people? They're our brothers.
Killing innocent people, bro. They got no remorse. Like they not holding back nothing.
Russian generals, they're going to stop this. There's a chance they could stop this. Putin is a dictator. He's got his security forces. He's got his
Russia back separatist control.
But this is a time where we need Russian leadership to stop.
We're not putting down arms. Our weapon is truth. Ooh, he talking crazy, yeah. He definitely not backing down, though. I respect it. I mean, they try to come in and invade, and but Russia big as hell.
It seems like he's gone mad. He's just gone mad. General, we've learned that Germany will send 1,000 anti-tank defense weapons and 500.
They surrounding him for
Ukraine.
I don't think they could beat no Russia.
What do you make of that? And I guess as the former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO, I have to ask you, you must be
Germany sending weapons to Ukraine in major shifts.
Has come together in the way that it's standing up to Vladimir Putin right now.
Vladimir is really a dictator like Kim Jong-un. Russia and China get some of the hugest dictators.
And President Biden and his team really... The U.S. leadership is essential to bring the alliance together, and we've got it. As for the reinforcements, look, 1,500, send them in. Will it be enough? Probably not, because when you look at this is not like an accounting process. Some of them are going to get stopped before they get there. They'll be intercepted. Others will be wasted. Some will be deployed.
Yeah, that's true.
Some missiles will miss. If you got 20, 40 tanks.
It's definitely going to be a little back and forth, but it's just like Russia's so big, bro. There ain't no way Ukraine could win that. I ain't gonna lie.
To really put the ordinance in to be able to stop an assault like this.
Russia too big.
And Jim, the key thing is, you've got to make the night has to become the Ukrainians' friends. They have to go out at night in small detachments.
That's messed up, bro. This shit really came out of nowhere on these people, bro.
Rest and feed themselves. They've got to get away from Kyiv and push them.
All you can do is pray for them, man. Wish them the best, you know what I'm saying?
If they do that, then that's what provides the leverage for the Russian generals.
It would have been the same thing if we was going through it, man.
With their boss. And
make Molotov cocktails to fight. Tell citizens. Damn.
And it's really up to us to provide these.
They definitely killing citizens and all. They do not care. That's what makes it just the craziest thing. That goes to show how things could really happen. And police can't do nothing, man. But that's the end of the video, y'all. It really is getting wild out here, man. This is why I told y'all in my other videos, if y'all pay attention to my intros and stuff when I be talking about or the outros and all that. When I talk about being prepared and just staying mentally ready and all that, because a lot of things is going to take place in these upcoming years and months. It's going to be one after another. It's already laid out like a blueprint. This is one of them things. You know what I'm saying? We had you already know the virus, boom. Other stuff happened. Now this, it's just going to keep going back to back. It's not going to stop, for real. That's why you just got to be ready, for real. Mentally, like I said, mental is the most important. You should be physically ready, too. That's kind of, I don't know, they're both tough, for real, to be mentally and physically ready for things like these, but, you just got to work on them, for real. try to figure out, you know, things that you can do, people that's gonna assist, like, and, you know, when stuff go down for real, you gotta have the connections. But yeah, that's the end of the video, y'all. Like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. Pray for Ukraine, man. No cap. But I got more videos coming, so make sure y'all stay in tune. And remember, y'all, stay positive and have a great rest of y'all day. For sure.